Welcome back to the Slide Podcast. This is like my third time doing this. So we're opening this episode a little bit different because this episode is a lot different than what we've released previously. So this episode is actually myself being interviewed by Easton Close. So I met Easton in Panama City at the end of the year at Baseball Fest, baseball tournament. And about a week after meeting Easton, his mom reached out and he wanted to interview me. So the interview really took on sort of a life of its own, became a really amazing conversation between Easton and myself. And it really represents what we want this show to be about. And that's centered completely around kids and teaching kids, baseball is meant to be fun, and there's a lot of different ways of having fun with the game. So enjoy. I think this is a pretty special episode, and just wanted to make sure everyone understood what was going on before it got started. But sit back and enjoy. Here's Easton Close, everyone.
This is a public service announcement. This is a public service announcement. What you're about to listen to may make you yell, shout, smile, and even laugh out loud. Youth baseball players, coaches, and fans join the Slide Podcast crew on their journey to make baseball fun again. Hear stories from players of all ages, plus tips and tricks from coaches and scouts. Now, if you're ready, give us a loud play ball.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Hi, Coach Aaron.
How are you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Man, I'm great.
Nice.
So you want to ask me questions?
Yeah.
Okay. This is new.
He's doing a remix.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So the first thing, it's not on my list,
Okay.
but I am subscribed to your YouTube and follow to your TikTok. So I've been watching your TikToks. How long has Drip Dog 22 been on the show?
His first episode was probably about 2 months ago. Let me look it up and I'll give you a date. Give me one sec. You like that dude?
Perfect player.
Huh?
You like Trip Dog?
Yeah. I like his gloves. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's
I seen that video where the guy said, "Hey, look, I'm pretty sure I see a baseball field when he's at the beach," and he took off running.
That was all him, man. They started that little road trip, and his dad reached out to me, and they left 3 days before Christmas on that trip. They're from Louisiana. And
Oh, that's cool.
so you guys played at Panama City, and they drove all the way across the country, and they went to California, went to Disneyland, and then they circled.
He had a goofy hat on. With
He did.
The ears.
Yeah. So then they drove back around to Mesa, Arizona. So when you were playing in Baseball Fest, they were playing in Baseball Fest, but on the other side of the country. So,
Nice.
yeah. But his first show was December the 1st. So that's when the world found out about Trip Dog a little bit. Now, he's pretty big on TikTok. He's got a lot of followers, and he's got a pretty big following on TikTok. That's how I found him.
Next time you see Drip Dog, tell him I said hi.
I will. I'll take a little bit of this clip maybe, and I'll send it to him.
There you go.
All right. So the second question I have, how long have you liked the Savannah Bananas?
Well, I started this show in January of 2022. So at that time, I did not know who the Savannah Bananas were. And so after I started the show, I found another podcast called Baseball Podcast or Fun. And that show is ran by, he was at the time a 13-year-old. And so I started following and started communicating with him and his dad, and they were huge banana fans. And so I found out about the bananas from them probably around February, March-ish of 2021 or 22, I'm sorry. And I've been a huge fan ever since.
That's super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. But that's cool though. Like, the whole podcasting thing, like I really had no idea what I was doing when I first started, and probably sound very goofy. I still probably sound goofy, but I sounded really bad when we first started because I was super, super nervous. And but yeah, it brought me to the Bananas. So I reached out to them. I'm a big dreamer, dude. And if you do anything in this world, dream big and don't let anybody tell you you can't do it.
If there's a will, there's a way.
There's 100%, even when everyone else is telling you there is no way. If you know it, do it. So I always reached out to everybody. Like when I started this show, before I even put out our first episode, I was reaching out to MLB players and all of these guys. And so how I got Squints from the Sandlot was because when we first started the show, I sent him a message and I was like, I really want you on my podcast. And he responded then and he was like, yeah, I should be able to find time to do it. So then I kind of laid off a little bit and I sort of got really good at, or at least what I thought was decent at doing a podcast. And so this past year I reached out to him and we were finally able to make it happen. So, but yeah, man, I talk a lot, so that's a bad thing sometimes. But so in that first year, though, I had a bunch of Banana players come on the show. The kid that runs Baseball Podcast, our fun, he and I did like a combined episode called Banana Ball Jeopardy. And so we had Dalton Cornett was on the show. Malachi was with us. Stilts was with us. And then we had two of the Banana staffs called the Banana Babes. And so we had them on and we played Jeopardy with them all. So I got to know a lot of the players pretty good. They invited me down to Savannah to watch a game. And at that game, I told my wife, I'm like, I'm going to work here. And I got home. I reached out and they said, hey, contact this person. She reached out and the rest is history, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
that was a long answer for you. I'm sorry.
You're good. You do a good job, though.
Thank you.
The next one I have, what do you think the hardest position is in baseball?
I mean, I think, and from a defensive standpoint, I always think first, and then I go to the pitcher. I mean, between the pitcher and the catcher, they're involved in every single play. And a pitcher controls the pace of the game. And
the catcher calls out.
Yep. But more importantly, I think it's really more so on the pitcher because it's very easy to get frustrated, right? Because I'm sure you get frustrated at times when you're playing, right? But see, as a pitcher, you can't get frustrated. You've got to forget the last pitch because the only thing that's important is that next pitch. So if you lose your composure and you start getting nervous, upset, or frustrated, then you're going to start throwing the ball probably a little bit wild. You're not going to have as good as control. And ultimately, your defense needs you to be in control of the game. And that's why batters get up there and they back out of the box and they change their, they tighten their gloves and, they're trying to throw the pitcher off his rhythm. And so I think the pitcher, you've got to be locked in and you can't let things bother you. You got to let it go. Think about the next pitch. So I say pitcher.
Nice. The next one I have.
Do you pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I catch.
Okay. So there you go. You know that.
And shortstop.
Oh, there you go.
The next one I have, where all have you been for baseball?
So my baseball journey just really started when I started the podcast. My first trip was to Savannah. And then I've been to Savannah a lot of times since then. I got to go to Nashville, Tennessee. The Bananas played there last year, and I got to go with the team. And then Dallas, Texas, I guess, as of right now. Panama City. That's how I met you. So baseball took me there. But so my baseball career is kind of just getting restarted again. So I played, when I was in school. I played when I was your age, and I played into high school. So my baseball true journey is just picking back up. So I expect I'll get to see a lot of different places, hopefully in the near future. I'm still dreaming big, dude. I still got big dreams, and I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping anytime soon.
So first, this is the best question I have. I mean,
Okay.
the best one I have.
Okay.
Did you know I'm trying out for Team USA?
Well, I heard you got an invitation. So your mom's told me that you got that invite, and that is freaking amazing, dude. Like,
Thank you.
I hope you realize, like, let me adjust my camera just a little bit. I hope you realize, like, how big of a deal that is. Right? That's special. Like you've been honored with the invite to come. Now that's all it is though, right? Now that you got the invite, like that's in the past. You got to focus in on now getting ready for that, that opportunity. Because you're going to go out there with some kids that just like you. They're ballers. They're coming out there just to show that they're better than everyone else. And so what those coaches are going to be looking for there. You're not coming to Cary, are you? Do you know which location you're going to?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. So
January 15th.
Oh, so it's soon.
Yep.
Holy moly. All right. Well, when you get there, those coaches are going to be they're going to be watching your attitude. All right. Don't worry about the drip that day. Or when you're up there, drop the drip at the door. Ooh, that's a cool one right there. Drop the drip at the door. But anyway, so like coaches aren't concerned with that. So don't worry about being flashy. Show them that like, even if you're tired, like they want to see people that fight through adversity, and being tired is adversity. You know what that word means? All right. So adversity means anytime you're met with a challenge. So like, adversity could be if you're in a baseball game and you're down 2 runs. Now, what do? Do you keep fighting and come back? So that's anytime you met with a challenge, that's adversity. And when you go to that facility, your challenge starts there. And again, show composure. Don't lose your temper. Don't ever get frustrated. Yes, sir. No, sir. Whatever the coach asks you to do, never ask why. All right. Because when you go to these kind of things, you can have conversations with your coaches back home. Like when you show up to these kind of facilities, they want to see how well and how good you are at being coached. And that means how you communicate. Is this kid, is he mature? Because he's going to be, look, I'm going to tell you, you represent me, the USA. So I want you to be professional. I want you to have the most fun you've ever had at playing the game, and show the coaches that you love playing the game. Whether that means you're down 10-1 or you're up 10-1, you still have fun playing the game, because that's how you help lift your teammates up. When they see you're still involved and you're still locked in, like that's what those coaches want to see, because people will feed off your energy. If you have positive energy, your teammates are going to be positive. In most cases, there's going to be a few that you probably can't change. And if you have negative energy, then people are going to see that. And that's not what I want to represent the USA. And that's not what those coaches want. Okay.
You got his back.
I got you.
Awesome. Cool. What else you got, man?
Who is your favorite Savannah Bananas player? Because I bet the next time you go to one of their games, they're going to be like, why didn't you say me?
My favorite player, I would probably have to go with Bill Leroy. Now, here's the reason I go with Bill is I recently got to know Bill pretty well. I was down in the office about a month ago, and he came in like the break room area, like this huge lounge, man. They got this huge lounge that people can just chill in. And he came in and sat down at the table with me when I was just sitting there, like waiting to go into a meeting. And We sat there for like 2 hours. I lost track of my meeting that I was supposed to do, and we just sat there and talked. Now, yes, I like Bill Leroy on the field, dude. He is. You know why I like Bill Leroy? Full of energy, always positive, and man, does it look like he has an amazing time out there. So, like, those are the things that I look for now. Now, when I was growing up and I was your age, I liked a guy named Jose Canseco. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Probably not. Yeah, it makes me feel even older, dude. You should have just said yes to make me feel better, but it's okay. It's okay. And he was a big home run hitter, like super huge muscles. He could run. And when he hit the ball, he hit it a mile. But he struck out a lot, and sometimes he lost his temper. But we didn't have a lot of access to seeing players like you do today. So we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have ESPN. Like, very rarely we got to see our players unless their games was on TV. So, but now I would say Bill Leroy today and Jose Canseco when I was younger.
Nice.
Maybe we'll see Canseco play for the Bananas one day. I mean, I'd be up for that. I don't know if Jesse Cole would, because I've heard Jesse and Canseco's had a run in or something at a ballpark. So, anyway, yeah. Who's your favorite Banana?
Who's my favorite player?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're usually retired, but we gotta go with number 1, Molino.
Okay.
Then we gotta go with Pujols.
Wow. Okay.
And then we gotta go with old simple Jackie Robinson.
All right. So I got a question for you now. I hear a lot of kids say Jackie Robinson. And honestly, it really gives me cold chills. So I always have to ask, though, why Jackie Robinson?
Because he's a good runner.
Okay.
He's a good hitter.
Okay.
He, the first African American to play baseball.
Why is that important?
Because it's special. Like,
can you imagine?
Like all the people doubted him, but he didn't give up and kept on going.
Yeah.
That's why I like his movie so much, 42, because it showed how much how he had all that dedication to play that sport and all the love for it, and all the time he spent in it. And even though his players didn't like him, he didn't give up.
All right, now is your mama back there telling you all that stuff to say? That was pretty amazing, dude. That's why I ask kids why Jackie Robinson, because I want to know what you know about him. Can you imagine, though, like living in a world like Jackie Robinson did, where African Americans, I mean, black folks wasn't allowed to play baseball? Like, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's just not right. And so, yeah, like for someone to fight through everything, and that movie didn't even cover a lot of the stuff he went through. Like, I mean, they had to make it where kids could watch it. And there was a lot of stuff happened to that man that they couldn't put in that movie, because then you wouldn't be able to watch it. So, I mean, his journey to MLB professional baseball was hard. But what that man did opened the doors for what we have today. And now we've got players from all over the country, different colors, skin colors, all kind of stuff. And all because of that one man. And that's pretty amazing. And you could be that one man one day that helps lead a charge that we don't even know is a problem yet.
He's your inspiration.
He's my inspiration, because he didn't give up when people said they called him names. Like, he didn't give up when people did that. He locked in and focused. Yep. He tried. He did his best. And then when people knocked him down, he got right back up and got back into the game. Like, he didn't give up.
Yep. Because if he had lost his temper, and if he would have, gotten into fights and all this stuff, like, he would have done exactly what everyone would have expected him to do. And that would have given them all the reason to kick him out.
Yeah.
But instead, he fought and proved them wrong.
Yep. So the next question, what's your favorite sport?
Mm, I think, all right. So in the professional world, so like what I watch on TV, it's definitely the NFL. Like that's my favorite. I'm a lifetime Miami Dolphins fan. Uh-oh. Who you like?
Cowboys and the Dolphins.
Cowboys and the Dolphins.
Well, who did you pull for on Christmas Eve when they were playing each other?
You better tell him.
You were pulling for the Cowboys,
Cowboys.
didn't you? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, but when it comes to baseball, I can watch the pros a little bit. That's fun.
Savannah Bananas.
Huh?
The Savannah Bananas.
Savannah Bananas is pretty awesome as well. College, I got to go to the College World. You know what? I didn't tell you that. So I got to go to Reno this year for baseball. I got to go to Omaha to the College World Series. I forgot all those things. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I've seen college at the World Series. I've seen professional baseball, but I'm going to tell you what baseball I love the most is your age group and like all of the kids, because that's why I started this show, was because I loved watching kids play. I loved coaching kids. And so like, I feel like if we can grab kids like you at an early age and we can help teach you and put you in the right position to be an amazing young man, you're going to be able to achieve anything. And that's what I see out of all those kids on those parks. And sometimes kids don't love baseball. My son's like that. Like I got a 9-year-old. How old are you?
I'm 10. I'm about to turn 11.
Okay. So I have a 9-year-old. He's played baseball since he was 4. And he likes it. He just hadn't found the love for it yet. And so I'm not pushing him. Like he kind of tells me, you know, here's the one rule I told him though. I'm not going to tell you what sport to play, but you are going to play a team sport, because I feel like as his dad, it is very important for him to learn how to be a great teammate first out of anything, because once he learns that, any of those sports will come easy to him, because he'll have support around him to help teach him and bring him along the way. So he played tackle football last year, and he liked it. He got Madden for Christmas, and the kid's been in there like yelling at the TV ever since I got home. So, but he's learning the game. And so I think it'll be football for him. But when it comes back to your original question, my favorite baseball to watch is watching kids play, man. Watching like 14 and under. Actually, I would probably say 12 and under. Because at 14, 16, kids are starting to take it a little bit more serious.
And then they don't have like fun with the sport. Like their parents are forcing them.
Exactly. Well, and not necessarily always, but in a lot of cases, I completely agree with you. And so that's what you start to see in the game, is you start to see the fun start to leak out a little bit. And I'm going to tell you, Easton, man, you better be playing. If you're playing baseball 20 years from now, you better be having fun. Don't let somebody don't let the game get boring to you, because think about it. All right, let's say you graduate high school, you get drafted out of high school. Like you're that good. Well, now you got to get through the ranks of, minor league. But after you get to the MLB, you're not done yet. Right. So you can't just sit back. Like you got to keep, now you have a chance to change the sport that only Easton knows how to do. That's why I love talking to kids like you. And that's why I started this show.
Nice. Huh?
I said, ask him one day or be his favorite player.
If one day,
Right,
I'm not gonna ask that.
yeah,
What is it? Come on.
What is it again?
when you go pro, are you going to be his favorite player?
When I go pro, am I gonna be your favorite player?
Well, of course.
Duh.
Yes. Look, here's what I ask every kid that I talk to, because some of y'all are going to go pro. I talk to a lot of kids, Easton, and a lot of these kids tell me they want to go pro. Not all the kids are tough enough to do it. At some point in their time in their life, baseball is going to get too hard for them. But I think you could do it. Here's what I want from you. I want an autographed jersey when you get to the majors, okay?
Okay, I got you.
All right. That's all I want.
Okay.
And maybe a ticket or two or something. I don't know. I mean, if you,
I got you.
if you sign one of these Shohei Ohtani contracts, I'd be okay if you wanted to buy me a house or something. I'm just kidding.
If I hook you up with them tickets to MLB games, you better hook me up with some tickets from the Savannah Banana game.
Listen, look, if you get to the MLB, you can hook me up to tickets to Savannah Banana games, probably. It's hard to get them tickets.
For my dream birthday, that's where I want to go when I turn 13. I want to go to Savannah Banana games.
Okay. And that's when is your birthday?
February 13th.
For your golden birthday.
For my golden birthday. That's been one of my things I wanted to go into since I was like 8.
Okay. Wow. You're the day before Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, we don't really start playing that early. So, but there's other options. Maybe we can talk later down the road and I can see what I can do for you. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, don't stop believing though, because we'll find a way.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the last question I have, and then I want to talk about somebody.
Okay.
Did you play baseball when you were a kid?
I did. I didn't start playing until I was a little bit older than, well, no, I was playing at your age. I probably learned how to play baseball on a sandlot. There was this, where I lived, there was a bunch of kids I went to school with. Now, this was in the 80s, so this is going to make me sound really old, but it was in the 80s, and we had this old field. And if you listen to some of the shows, I'll describe sometimes how we played, but like it was just a field, and our backstop was one tree. So we had either, like when we were pitching to our friends, we either had to go chase the ball or we had to be very good at hitting that tree. And that tree had a wore out spot on it where we would hit the tree with the ball. And we would make where our bases were, it was nowhere near like the real deal stuff. And that's how I learned how to play the game. So very similar to the Sandlot, the movie, is imagine me as Smalls walking onto a field saying, "What are you guys playing? And help me. Can I learn?" And like out of that whole group, that all of us that played, most of us played together in school. One didn't. I ended up playing, I think, the second longest out of those dudes. But once I got to high school, man, I'm going to tell you, there was a lot of pressure and I wasn't strong in those days. I was dealt with a lot of criticism and a lot of people telling me I couldn't do stuff. And I wasn't confident in myself. And so I chose to walk away from baseball. And, but I wanted to do something in sports. And so I went over to, my English teacher was a track coach. And I'm like, all right, coach, what can I do on the track team? And you know what he put me doing?
What?
Pole vaulting. Do you know what that is?
Is it like where you like use a stick and like you lift yourself up over the pole?
Yep. So I'd never done it a day in my life.
I bet you were scared.
Man, I was scared. Because like when you start, like the lowest those bars go is like that crossbeam bar, the lowest it goes is like 7.5, 8 feet. And so I just had to get that. I mean, and I'm like, really? But hey, guess what? After my first year, I hit 11 feet. And so, and that actually put me in like the top 5 of the state or some crazy number. And believe me, that's a compliment to me, but that's not a compliment to our pole vaulting in South Carolina. So, but then what happened is once I graduated, because we didn't have a pole vault, nobody pole vaulted for like 10 years before I did it. And so when I signed up, 2 other dudes that were friends with me, they signed up to do it as well. And I ended up being the best of that group. But then once I graduated, those dudes went to pole vaulting academy and they started clearing like 14 and 15 feet after that. So I like to think I rejuvenated, or I taught everybody, hey, pole vaulting is actually a cool sport. So, yeah.
Okay.
I play baseball. Yeah. I love the game, man. There's nothing better than like putting the glove on, going out the field and playing.
Playing some catch.
Yeah. Yep. How often you play catch?
Yeah, I've been training for the last 3 days straight, so I've been playing a lot of wall ball, a lot of mini. Like, I have this over here. Yeah. So this is what I have for, like, training-wise.
Okay.
So first, it's some simple catch. Then, so first, I have my mini glove right here. I throw these little small balls at the wall, and then I field it with my small green glove.
Put those on your fingers, right? Your thumb and your index finger. Yep.
And then after I get warmed up with like my backhands, forehands, I go outside, I grab my glove, and I play some wall ball. You have a tennis ball, you throw it against the wall, and you practice your backhands, forehands.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's like cold, I have my training glove I got, and there's an app on my phone that like helps me get lower, pop up, like throws.
I saw those.
All virtual, yeah.
I saw those, yeah.
That's what I have for like training wise, and then I also stretch in the morning.
Good.
Yeah, and then I go to the batting center to bat.
Now, how do you take care of that arm if you pitch? How do you take care of it?
So first, I take some pain relief, and then I go upstairs before I go to bed, and I put an ice pack on my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And then before I do that, I take a nice warm bath, and then I go upstairs and ice my arm, and then I fall asleep, and I wake up with a good arm.
And then start all over again, right?
Yep.
Wow, I like that because all of that stuff that you just listed off to me, you can do by yourself. And that's an excuse a lot of kids use today is they don't have anybody to practice with. And even my son has told me that. And I look him right in his face and I'm telling him he's crazy. But on top of that, you do things that you can do by yourself because there's not always going to be a coach or mom and dad. They're going to have things going on. And, the fact that you can do it on your own, that's perfect. And that means you got a little dedication in that heart.
Yeah, I want to go professional with sport. I like this sport.
Hey, look, you'll have your time and place. Right now, you just need to focus on getting better. Like going professional, like that's your goal. That's not your goal right now, man. Like your goal right now is to get better every day and ask people who know what they're talking about. I want to leave that one open, but find a coach. You may already have this coach, but a coach that's going to be honest with you. He's going to say, Easton, man, you're doing good, but you're so much capable of more. Find that coach that pushes you. And, and then your goal is now, focusing on your development and getting better. And, big leagues will come. You can't get there. You can't fast forward anything. So like focus on today and getting yourself ready. That time will come. You just keep doing what you're doing now and it'll come. So, I like being interviewed. This is cool. I don't get in, I just came back from Dallas. So there was the world's largest coaches convention was in Dallas, Texas this year. And so when I was in Panama, I wasn't planning on going. But I got back and my wife and I talked and I found the cheapest flight to get me out there and tried to do everything to save as much money as possible. But man, I'm going to tell you, it was so much fun. And I learned a lot, man, and never stopped learning. Like nice. I'm 46 years. I started to say 45, but I'm 46 years old now. And I try myself to learn something new every day. And I'm going to tell you, I'll leave you with this and I'm going to let you talk. Even if something bad happens, there's something to be learned from that. Okay. So when things are getting tough and things are not going your way and you're upset, remember, there's always something to learn from that. So you can always learn good lessons and you can learn bad lessons. And those bad lessons just don't make the same mistake twice. So.
Okay. Okay. Then, before When I leave this tail drip dog that I said I want to meet him very bad.
Okay. All right. Well, he might run into you guys at a tournament or so. He was playing in 11U out in Arizona. So you guys may cross paths at some point. He's a part of the. Go ahead.
If he goes again, I'll be there in Mesa, Arizona.
In Mesa, yeah.
Yep. We're trying.
Okay. Well, I don't know where they're going next. Look him up on TikTok, right? Or do you have social media or anything?
Yeah. I'm actually watching your channel right now.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you, Patty.
But yeah, look him up, and I'll tell his dad that I just spoke to a huge fan, and you'd like to meet up with him at some time, okay? But shoot him a message on there, and I'll make sure he responds, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for having me on the Slide podcast.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's it? That's all the questions you had?
Yep. I had 2 papers.
That is so awesome, man. Like, I'm beyond blown away.
All on his own.
What's that?
All on his own.
Wow. What made you think to do that?
Because I just want to talk to you. I like talking to you. You're a cool dude.
I appreciate that. I do. I try to be cool. Some days I'm not.
You're doing a good job, though.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. That means, I get a lot of adults tell me all the time that I'm doing things wrong or I'm not doing things right. But as long as I got kids like you that think I'm a little bit cool, I don't care what any of those adults say.
Yeah.
All right. Can I ask you some questions now?
Yep.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So now you're 11. And what age did you start playing ball?
Mom, when did I start playing ball? Like 8?
Yes.
8.
8. Okay. Wow. When did you decide that you really liked playing baseball? Was it at 8 or did it take a season?
8. Yeah, at 8. I loved it. Yeah.
What'd you like so much about it?
Like all like the intensity, all like you could be down 1 and then there's 2 outs, 2 strikes, and your buddy walks up to the plate and bases loaded, and your buddy hits a dinger to win the game. Like I love I'm like one of them people that are athletic, and I like trying.
Yeah.
Like a challenge. That's why I like baseball so much.
Awesome. Do you play any other sports?
I played football for I don't even know. 2 years.
Tackle or flag?
Tackle and flag.
Oh,
and I was really good at football. And then my dad, Ryan, took me outside and was like, you're going to be
I can't see you. I got a fingerprint. Hold on 1 second. There we go.
Hold on. There you go.
And then my dad took me outside, and then he was like, put this on. You're being a substitute for this team. I was like, all right. So then I just started getting it to ever since.
Gotcha. Well, look, dude, if there's other sports you want to play, make sure you play them. Because another thing a recruiter looks for is they look for an athlete. They don't look for a baseball player. All right. They look for
play on Mondays, or tell them what you play on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Wednesdays and Fridays.
What do you go play with?
Oh, I also play bags, like cornhole.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I go to VFW.
Cool. Like beats grown adults.
That is awesome. You go to the VFW?
Yeah.
Wow. How you like hanging out with those dudes?
They're cool.
Yeah? They ever tell you some cool stories?
Some of them. Yeah.
Well, hey, dude, those are men and women that fought for you and I. So don't beat them too bad. I didn't say don't lose. I just said don't beat them too bad.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's see. What else do we normally ask on the show?
I got one. What's your walk-up song?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's always at the end. We'll do that at the end. Well, that's a hard one. We got to wait to the end for that one. Now let's talk about school.
Okay.
Now, what grade you in?
Huh?
What grade are you in?
I'm in 5th.
5th grade. What's your favorite subject?
Math.
What? I don't like math. Why you like math?
It's fun. When like I get an adrenaline rush when we do that math test. That's 100 questions. And you only got 5 minutes to do it. So you gotta have you gotta be smart to get the questions right, and you also gotta be fast, but you're right.
Okay, I like it. So are you always now? Do you always do you always try to be the first one finished?
Yes, but if I make a mistake, I start slowing down a little bit, and then I pick the pace back up and get good back together.
All right. Well, look, and those things, I don't think they're timing you on the fastest one. They're just fine. They want to know who gets the right answer. So I have to tell my son all the time, dude, slow down. Like, you're not winning an award if you turn in the paper first. Like, just get the best score you can get. So my son likes to rush through stuff too. All right. Well, so let's say you don't get drafted immediately. So we're going to college now. Which college do you want to go to?
LSU.
Hey, dude, they got a great program. I think I remember you telling me that down there in Panama.
Yeah.
I saw LSU play in the College World Series this past year. They were beast, man.
They got good track and field. They got good pole. They got a good everything. They got a good football team. They got a good baseball team.
Now, you going to move away from mom and dad to go to LSU?
Yeah.
I'm going to move them with me. I don't care.
Hey, look, now, do you know what the NIL is?
No, what's that?
All right. So anybody now, even if you're still in school, like you yourself could get an endorsement deal. And that means let's say Bruce Bolt. They're like, look, Easton's a cool dude. Like, we're going to pay him a little bit to wear our stuff. They can do that now without breaking laws. It used to be where you couldn't do that until you were out of school. So now, hell, you could be an amazing baseball player going into LSU, and maybe Nike wants to sponsor you, and man, you could definitely move your parents down there.
Yep.
You think your parents would go?
That's why I have a good amount of brains. I have an Evo Shield elbow guard. I have a Marucci bat. I have a Rico glove. I have a 44 on the way, and I have some Bruce bolts. I rock a lot of stuff just for that reason. They think I did good in a game and they sponsor me. I get more stuff. And when I break that old stuff, I get the new stuff.
So you already getting free stuff?
You do the bat box.
I do the bat box. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, tell you what, every time your mom and dad takes a picture and we see your Bruce bolts, make sure to tag them in it. When you're swinging that Mariucci, make sure to tag them in it. Because they'll start to pick up. And if I am one of those companies right now, I'm looking at kids like you, because if you're doing well, other kids will follow you. And if you're wearing my product, I think I may sell it to all your friends too. So it's good stuff. Don't worry about that stuff though. Let mom and dad handle that mess. But you just keep focusing on that baseball and that bat.
Yeah. And the reason I have all these dreams is because I do it for my grandma that passed away.
Okay.
So, and on my glove, I have her initials on my 44 that's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be with me everywhere I go. So,
dude,
that's why I do that.
I just got cold chills, man. Tell me about her. Did you get to spend a lot of time with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, you know who the most important person in my life was as I was growing up was my great grandmother. And I have a tattoo on I got my very first tattoo when I was 38, 39. And so I have a tattoo of something that represents her. So totally understand it, dude. Hey, every night when you say your prayers, say hey to her. Tell her you're working hard for her. So that's some good stuff right there.
Oh, what her name is?
Her name is Nina K. Ashley.
That is so awesome, dude. And
then I also have the ribbon. I have the ribbon for cancer for her on my glove as well.
Oh, so she passed away from cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, dude, one of these days if our government gets smart enough, we're going to find a cure for that. But Man, that's tough. But you know what? Here's what I tell everybody, and here's what I believe about my grandmother that passed away, is she's in a so much better place than this place right here.
Yeah.
And like she's like hanging out, chilling with all of her family and
And
all
her
the people.
friends.
Yeah, all the people she hadn't seen all the time. They're probably throwing parties right now. Like they have no worries, dude. They don't have to pay for they don't have to pay for a house. They don't have to pay for any of that stuff. All they had to
float in
do.
the sky.
Well, dude, who knows? I don't know where they are.
It's like they're sleeping on clouds. That's what everybody be wanting, like to sleep on a cloud.
Yeah, of course.
That's their natural life.
Yeah. And look, dude, you're going to be there at some point in time. I'm going to be there with my grandmother. And, you know, my son don't like to hear me say that, of course, but that's just, you know, sometimes that stuff happens. And like, I can't wait. You know, I got a long life to live here, though. But one of these days, I'm going to be up there partying, too. And but see, and when I go up there, I'm going to say all my family, we're going to like hang out. But then like Elvis, like I'm going to hang out with Elvis. Like, me and
Michael
Prince.
Jackson.
Oh, dude, look. I used to dress up like Michael Jackson when I was young. So I'm gonna learn how to moonwalk from the man.
The funny thing is, I actually know how to moonwalk and
Yeah.
You want to see?
Of course. Tell your mom to hold the phone. Let me see it.
I got you. I got you.
There you go. All right.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
And that
I
on your
see it. That is awesome. Let me tell you something. My son, my 9-year-old son, loves Michael Jackson. He's got like the outfit for, I think it's Billie Jean. His favorite video is Smooth Criminal. Yeah. His favorite video is Smooth Criminal. So we had to get him the white suit that Michael Jackson wears. So he's got this all white suit. It's a blue shirt and he's got a white hat. So he's learned how to like do the moves and he throws the hat. And so sometimes he comes out dressed as Elvis too. So, but hey, dude, I know both of our grandmas are probably hanging out right now, laughing at us, talking to each other. That's exactly what's probably happening. Anyway, well, that's cool, man.
Yep.
What were you about to say? Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I bet your grandma's very proud of you, like how much you have succeeded in life and you don't give up.
I 100% agree with you. You are exactly right. You know, there's a lot of people in my life that has doubted me, including family. And she was the one person that never doubted me. So, yeah, I learned a lot of lessons from her, man. You're going to make me cry on this. But nah, man, I don't normally give myself a lot of credit. I'm my own worst enemy, meaning I always criticize everything I do myself. But my grandma, man, she never wanted to talk about the bad stuff. She wanted to talk about the good stuff. So, and I try to live like that too.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so let's see. What do you do when you're not playing baseball and you're not in school?
Well,
what do you do for just lounging around fun? Like, what do you do?
I know I go outside a lot. I fish, I play bags, and I play this fun game on my phone called Baseball 9. Mm-hmm. It's a baseball game. And I also play Fortnite with my brother.
Okay. There's a lot of kids play Fortnite. I still don't understand that thing, but that's just because I'm too old there, Easton.
Me too.
Yeah.
I paintball.
All right. That's good.
And I hunt. My favorite thing, I like to hunt.
Wow. Okay. So you're a little bit of a country boy. You know, yes, I grew up on a pig farm.
We just got back from Arkansas from hog hunting.
Oh, did you get one?
Oh, yeah. We got a few. Now, we got more than 2. We got 4.
I thought you guys got 2.
No, we got 2, but we all shared the meat. So, yeah. And the fact to say that, I actually have a cowboy hat from Florida upstairs. You want me to go wear it?
Nah, we'll save that to the next time. We'll keep you here in front of the camera for right now. That's cool. Now, did you get to take a shot at anything?
I shot down there, but like those hogs can rip you up.
Mm-hmm.
My dad shot at one, and he had to drag it 400 yards, and it was like 300 pounds.
You didn't help
He
him?
was sweating so bad.
I bet he was. Those
He was
things are heavy. Like they're not huge.
Really?
They're not huge, but they're just stocky. So you guys eat the meat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had. Is it wild hog? I assume is what you're shooting.
Wild boar, wild hog, whatever. It's whatever.
Okay.
The cool thing is, those dogs they have there are fearless. Like one of them dogs there actually had to get surgery because like hogs don't bite. They like use their tusk they have in the front to rip up and like rip the skin up, and then they like eat the like soft flesh and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But one of these dogs, there was a mini, like a small boar,
Mm-hmm.
and these dogs, we got there and we didn't even get to take a shot at it. It was like half missing from them dogs. Like they're bad to the bone.
Oh wow.
They're crazy.
Yeah. I guess they're wild for a reason. I grew up on a pig farm. So my I forgot the even relation. So my grandmother's son, so he's one of my late uncles, I guess it is. They raised hogs, and so they would, they'd have to take care of the hog, and we would get the meat from it. And my grandmother would go right inside with that fresh meat, and she'd cook sausage and bacon, and oh my goodness, it was so good. So for all the for if there's anybody around us or listening right now, I do like to eat meat. So
So do you.
Like I would, for a daily snack, I eat a package of ham, and then when I was at my grandma's, when I was at my Gigi's, I had like a whole package of ham in one day. I love ham.
That's good stuff,
And
dude.
bacon.
Man, that's good stuff. Then you got to get outside and run it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm going to tell you, man, this has been fun.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to release this as an actual episode on the Slide podcast.
Actually?
Of course. I just recorded the whole thing. So this was an episode on the Slide, okay?
Okay.
Are you okay? Do you approve me doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this was pretty freaking awesome. So it's too great not to release as an episode. So it'll be a little bit. So we won't release our first episode of season 24 until February the 2nd. That will be Squint.
That's a few days before my birthday.
So Squints will be the 2nd, or he will come out on the 2nd. We've got another episode or two before you, but it'll probably be in and around somewhere around your birthday. I may work. What day of the week is your birthday on this year? Do you know?
Tuesday.
Is it on a Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Well, let's see what happens. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to put your birthday on my calendar, though, because I'm going to make sure I call you on that day.
Okay.
We'll face it.
All right.
Okay. Before you hang up, I got to do one good thing.
Yeah.
Mom throw me a tennis ball.
All right. Hold on. Well, hold on. What's your walkout? All right. Let's slow down.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
slow down. Yeah, we got to slow down. All right. Here's our last question, Easton. What's your walkout song, dude?
Pour some sugar on me. It was my passed away grandma's favorite song.
It's your grandmother's favorite song?
Yep.
Dude, she was a smart woman. I grew up during that time frame. I love some Def Leppard. Oh, yeah. That's good walkout music right there. That'll get your blood pumping.
I can't.
Pour some sugar on me. That's a good one.
I bet Mom loves that one, too. Look, I'm going to tell you. All the ladies like it. So you just got to be smart when you play it, but the ladies love it. So, all right, dude, we're going to close this show out.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. All
I
right.
know the perfect thing to close the show out.
All right. I'm going to let you just take it on from here.
All righty.
Let's go.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
All right. You're welcome, man.
I got
All righty. Throw it, Mom.
Ready?
All right, Easton, until next time.
On the slide.
There you go.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world. great sportsmanship, leadership to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at The Slide Podcast Show and The Slide Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll catch